Welcome back.
NicknLex here.
Hey everyone.
How's it going, guys? So tonight we're gonna do a marathon Steely Dan, right?
Yes, we were so excited to get this request from JK, so thank you for sponsoring this video. We are so excited when we get those notifications when we open up the requests, and we're making our spreadsheet, and just when we saw this marathon we were both like yes. Now since then we went to go see a live show from one of our local Denver Steely Dan tribute bands, amazing, named Citizen Dan. Follow them please. And funnily enough, they played the Boston Rag and maybe Monkey in Your Soul.
No, I would have remembered.
Okay. So
but I mean, it's like we heard it live. We haven't heard, you know, Donald and Walter perform it on Countdown, and these we obviously have started to listen to Can't Buy Your Thrill. We did and Reeling in the Years. I think
I've heard
Reelin
that in the Years
when they played it live too, right?
Yes, and I had heard it
when we
before
had to see
then.
Steely Dan in Oregon.
Yes.
So, but we've never really sat down and listened to it with headphones. So we're gonna do these 5. We're gonna do Reeling in the Years, the Boston Rag, Razor Bay or Razor Boy, then Monkey in Your Soul, and then Any World That I'm Welcome to. So we're gonna do that Can't Buy a Thrill, Countdown to Ecstasy, Pretzel Logic, and Katie Light, and they're basically from 1972 to 1975.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're super excited. Steely Dan marathons are, I mean, the best.
Just awesome.
You know, I mean, it can't get better for us.
Yes, and we love when you guys really put like the thought into it. You know, like in this case, it's an order of years. So if that was the logic in creating the marathon, thank you for that. That is extra special. So very excited to do these. I've heard then Reelin in the Years and Boston Rag so far, but Boston Rag only once, and it was live. But I can't wait to listen and get started. Thank you, JK, for this. Thank you all who have followed our Steely Dan journey. It's been a very, very fun one. For sure. We are now Steely Dan fanatics. Yes. So
yes, and also this is also dedicated to a friend we met yesterday. His name is Doug, and he's basically, his favorite band is Steely Dan, favorite band on the earth. So this is for you, Doug. Yesterday we had a lot of fun at the meet and greet. We're wearing our Steely Dan favorite shirts as well. So this is also for you. And of course, JK. So without further ado, shall we get started?
Get started.
All right, here goes Reeling in the Years, 1972, first album, for those who don't know.
Yes.
Summer, you can see it fading fast. So you grab a piece of something that you think is gonna last. Well, you wouldn't even know a diamond if you held it in your hand. The things you think are precious, I can't understand. Are you reeling in the years, stowing away the time? Are you gathering at the tea?
I'm sorry, but it does sound different, man.
It does, yeah, and I don't think that's Fagan singing, is it?
No, of course
it is. Because did he sing in the first one? I thought he didn't like to sing, or he thought he was bad.
Just one, just Dirty Work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And Do It Again, is that him?
Yes. Yes. I mean, that's Donald Fagan's voice, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I just wanted to say it does sound so much different because it's Steely Dan record. I mean, live is one thing, and even when we heard it live by Steely Dan, the original band, it didn't sound like this.
Yeah.
This is like the real deal.
Of course.
So, yeah. Okay, here we go.
Let's maybe rewind a couple seconds.
I'm gonna like try and not pause too much, but I'm not promising anything. Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Are you gathering up the tears? Have you had enough of mine? Are you reeling in the years? Stowing away the time? Are you gathering up the tears? Have you had enough of mine? You've been telling me you're a genius since you were 17. In all the time I've known you, I still don't know what you mean. The weekend in the college didn't turn out like you planned. The things that pass for knowledge I can't understand. Are you reeling in the years? Stowing away the time? Are you gathering up the tears? Have you had enough of mine? Are you reeling in the years? Stowing away the time? Are you gathering up the tears? Have you had enough of mine? I spent a lot of money and I spent a lot of time. The trip we made to Hollywood is etched upon my mind. After all the things we've done and seen, you find another man. The things you think are useless, I can't understand. Are you reeling in the years? Stowing away the time? Are you gathering up the tears? Have you had enough of mine? Are you reeling in the years? Stowing away the time? Are you gathering up the tears? Have you had enough of mine?
Fade out solo.
Wow. Okay.
Love it.
Wow. So yeah, I'm so happy we did this because now we can freely listen to the song.
Yeah.
Because it's one of the most famous ones, but it does sound so different than anything else.
It definitely does. And I think that's why, this is a song that I had heard before. I don't even know how or where, but just one of those that you know because
Can I tell you a
they
story?
play it. Is this about sleeping dogs? Yes.
So there's a video game on like PC or whatever, or PlayStation, and it's like you're in like this open world, and it's like in China, and it's like a kung fu game, and you drive around, and it's like very cool. So you can go to this bar where you do karaoke, and you can choose between like 3 songs, and basically that's the first time I heard this song, and I had no idea it said Steely Dan. I was like, okay. And you get kind of like
Okay.
points for it. Yeah, it's like See, I don't know what a Steely Dan is. And then basically it's like Guitar
we do.
Hero, where you like the voice. It's like you press so the guy stays in tune when he's
Okay.
singing, and that's I
That
guess
is
the
so
first time I heard
funny.
it, and then when I heard it again, I was like, my God, this wasn't a game. It was somewhere. I know this song. Like first I thought it was in a movie, and then I was like, no, this is actually in Sleeping Dogs.
That is so
there you go.
funny.
If you've ever played a video game called Sleeping Dogs, you can sing this song in this video
in a
game.
karaoke.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this song it's very different. Obviously, listening to it with headphones, and with the knowledge that we now have
Yeah.
of Steely Dan, the love of
But
Steely
that
Dan.
bass line was very good. Boom, 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 boom.
Yes.
Very, very cool. And then the solos, very fast, almost arpeggio-like. And there's 3 solos. I think Walter is playing the bass on this. I think.
Okay.
Right? So, but yeah, I'm just so happy we're doing more Steely Dan. I
Me
just
too.
wish I wish we could do every Steely Dan song on this channel.
I know, but look,
because we've
just
taken
with
the
this
time.
marathon, we're gonna get 5 songs out of the way.
I
So
know.
that's a
then
good
let's just
progress.
do more, and then maybe we can get them out of the way. Everything, and then we have everything.
I know, but
We reacted to
the
everything.
discovery is also part of the fun. I know, and then this way, you know, we don't have all of it at one time. Like I feel like since we pace ourselves, we really appreciate and listen to each song afterwards a little bit
that's
more.
true.
But let's move on with the Boston Rag from Countdown to Ecstasy, 1973. Thank you, JK. This is so much fun, and I'm very excited that for the second time now we're going to be able to listen to this song.
Yes.
So we've never heard this song with headphones, the studio version. We've just heard it live.
Right.
So here we go.
Here we go. Remember anything?
Any news was good news, and the feeling was bad at home. I was out of my mind, and you were on the phone.
Phone.
Lonnie was the kingpin back in 1965. I was singing this song when Lonnie came alive. Bring back the Boston Rag. Tell all your buddies that it ain't no drag. Bring back the Boston Rag. You were laid Bayside. There was nothing that I could do, so I pointed my car down 7th Avenue. Lonnie swept the playroom, and he swallowed up all he found. It was 48 hours till Lonnie came around.
so fun because it brought back memories of listening to it.
I
live,
did not remember it.
I remember just the like the chorus and I remember it being like a really cool song, and I think I did the Google like what song is this, and then I remembered that name.
Yeah.
So, but
I loved how you were doing like the backup vocals.
Yes, because like, that's what I remember. The two backup vocalists, they were
the
like
the way they were moving.
Yes, exactly. And
this solo, man, I love the solo because crunchy. You could hear like the cracking of the amp, like
yes,
with that distortion.
I loved it.
And this was very piano driven. I loved how he was playing a lot of chords. I think it was a step forward in the right direction of after Can't Buy a Thrill. Yes, it just sounds it sounds jazzier, more elaborate.
Yes.
But nothing against Can't Buy a Thrill. Now, I do have two questions. I'm not a native English speaker, so what's reeling? Like laying?
Reeling in the years, when you reel something in, you're like, when you go fishing, you use a fishing reel and then you reel something in. So if I reel you in, I'm bringing you in.
And then second question, thank you so much. I'm so happy to have Alex. What's a Boston rag? What's a rag?
A rag is un trapo. Like something you use to clean, but the Boston rag, I don't know. Because I don't get that lyric.
The Boston rag, is that maybe like a click, like a
it could be, but I'm
a band.
I'm not from the New England area. I don't know if that's a saying, like the Boston rag.
Maybe like
the ragtime blues. So a rag is something to do with it could be like a movement.
So maybe. This is where you come in, of course, in the comments. Let us know what the Boston rag means.
Yeah,
I mean, we can look it up, but it's so much more fun.
And I grew up between Mexico and the U.S., so there's a lot of things from both cultures that I understand, but there's a lot that I don't. So please let us know what they mean by the Boston rag. We love learning from you guys. What an awesome song. I can definitely see us playing this to death from now on. That was just so awesome. And it was the longest one of the marathon, but it went by so quickly.
But it had a little bit of at the beginning. I loved how it sounded a little bit like Any Major Dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Even totally. You had that feeling, the guitar.
I loved that.
Are you good?
I'm good.
Alexia, so we have this new sitting arrangement. As you can see, Alexia's a little bit taller than me. She's sitting on some sort of stool, but it's
like
also
a kneeling
But
chair.
She's also, and I think it's not the best thing.
I don't know. We're kind of.
I think you're not very comfortable.
I read that there's a transition period, so I'm comfortable, and then I'm not, and then I don't know. So
but put your feet up. Just change around. It doesn't bother me at all. I'm sure it doesn't bother you guys. But if you see a restless, it's because I'm sitting actually in her chair.
My ex chair.
Her ex chair, which is very uncomfortable. But for me, it's okay. I can manage it. But I see you. So don't feel bad. Move as much as you want. Don't sit still just because you don't want to be comfortable.
And that's why Nobody am moving cares. Around just because I want to.
Nobody cares if you switch and just do your thing. Okay. And enjoy the music, because I don't want you to be like, oh God, I want to get out of here. No. That's the problem.
Thank you, but
okay. So the next song is the Razor Boy from Countdown to Ecstasy. And that's one that we've definitely
JK. never heard
before. But I mean,
and Monkey in Your Soul either, or Any World. So the next three never.
Exactly, and it's so cool because actually yesterday we were talking with a lot of people about Steely Dan, and it doesn't exist. Like a bad Steely Dan song does not exist.
Yeah,
and everybody agrees to that. So, so we're just in heaven right now. So here we go with Razor Boy.
I hear you are singing a song of the past. I see no tears. I know that you know it may be the last for many years. You'd gamble or give anything to be in with the better takes your fancy things away, will you still be singing it on that cold and windy day?
I can't believe how does he do it? How do they do it? It's like the whole like ba bum 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 ba bum bum. Like there's this voice, the second voice under by the like backup vocals, and then bum bum dum bum. They always do these really beautiful stops.
Yeah.
Like how do they compose
I don't know,
this
and
way?
it's just so fun because every
my
time
God.
we listen to
It's
Steely
just-
Dan, it just gets better and better, and it's
So ridiculous. And then and I have the best nights because then I go back in my mind and like when Alexia's sleeping and I just literally like dissect every chord and every thing and I'm just in awe that they compose this way.
I know it's so much fun discovering Steely Dan
It
because
has been the best thing.
constant amazement.
Yeah, yesterday somebody asked me what was the best thing so far that I think it was Lee, like that you've done in the channel. What have you taken? And I'm like, definitely Steely Dan. And I hated them because I was judged. I was like, it can't be possible that you don't know Steely Dan. And I was like, I'm pissed, man, because they're calling me a liar.
Yeah.
You know? And now I'm
I
so
remember
happy that you guys were persistent. Like, keep listening.
And
just
requests
stick on
and
it.
like just
Stick to it, and then
Yes.
you'll get it. And then I'm like, oh my God, I'm in the world of like
yes, thank you to
beautiful
Michelle
music.
and
Yes.
so many of you that
So
had
many.
so much to do with our discovery of Steely Dan. Jim, JK, thank you all so
Yeah.
much, and let's keep going,
Let's keep going.
with this
It's so
amazing
good.
song. I love the xylophone. Is that a xylophone?
Man, it is.
It's just, when do you hear these things? And so
Yeah.
well put together. Everything goes perfectly with each other all the time. Rewind it just a few seconds there. Perfect.
Okay, all
Thank
right.
you.
Windy day. You know that the coming is so close at hand. You feel alright. I guess only women in cages can stand this kind of night. I guess only women in cages can play down the things they lose. You think no tomorrow will come when you lay down. You can't refuse. Will you still have a song to sing when the razor boy comes and takes your fancy things away? Will you still be singing it on that cold and windy day? I guess only women in cages can play down the things they lose. You think no tomorrow will come when you lay down. You can't refuse. Will you still have a song to sing when the razor boy comes and takes your fancy things away? Will you still be singing it on that cold and windy day?
Wow.
What's going on?
It's just so good. Oh boy, it's just so good.
I
mean,
know.
It's and I can't even say it's the best song, but it's so good. Like that. Do you know the way he was sliding with that guitar? It's just so pleasing to the ears that it evokes this euphoria.
Yeah.
I'm so happy. You know, I haven't been like
And
I haven't
discovering a new Steely Dan song.
It's like the other day I did Santana, a marathon, and I was like, wow, I can't believe this. I've never heard Santana play like this. But Steely Dan, it's like they always have something under the sleeve that makes you like, what?
I know.
You know?
I know.
I just like got like very sentimental. It's like I'm so happy to be right now here sitting with you listening to this, and we're just gonna listen to this hundreds of times.
And we're so blessed because...
When we were in Spain, I mean, how many times did we listen to Any Major Dude?
Oh my gosh, so many
like
times.
50 times.
So many
and
times.
Then also Night by Night.
Yes. The Queen of Spain.
Yeah, we were like, oh, we're
driving around those rotundas, just like, woo! Yeah.
You know, so I'm just so happy. Thank you so much, guys, for this, and JK for sponsoring this video, and it's just wonderful.
I know.
Really. It's
you
wonderful.
You
guys are so lucky to have had this for over 40 years.
A large part of your life. Yeah. So thank you so much. It's awesome to have now another Pretzel Logic song. Or no, sorry.
2 more countdown
We're going
songs.
on a Pretzel Logic song.
Oh, and Pretzel Logic, that's basically Any Major Dude and The Queen of Spain.
I know, that's why I'm like thinking about that. But yeah, 2 more countdown songs. Like
in the books.
And the books. 1 more Can't Buy a Thrill, Pretzel Logic, Haiti Lied. You know, slowly but surely we're checking them off, and it feels so great. And obviously we have so many other things to listen to. We have so much more Genesis to listen to.
But we still have to listen to Two Against Nature.
Yes.
I need to listen to that.
I know.
But now we basically, I know it stops with Gaucho, so we're going backwards, but it's so nice to go back and discover this.
It's amazing.
Let's keep going.
Okay, yes.
All right.
Thank you.
There we go.
Thank you, my friend. I feel the monkey in your soul. Won't you turn that beat up down? I can't hear my heartbeat. Where's that fat God I found? But honey, don't you think it was wrong to interrupt my song? I pack my things and run so far from here. Goodbye, dear. I feel the monkey in your soul. Don't you think it was wrong to interrupt my song? I'll pack my things and run so far from here. Goodbye, dear. I feel the monkey in your soul. I feel the monkey in your soul.
Wow, just
Wow,
like that.
man.
They're like, we're
It's
done.
so good. And you know, I mean, I have to say, like Donald Fagen is such a great vocalist.
He is.
He has something. Maybe he's not the best technical, but he doesn't have to be.
No.
He has this attitude. I love the way he pronounces the S, like Saul, you know, like, and just it's all about attitude with these guys. It's the attitude that makes him so likable. And maybe he's not the nicest guy. He's a grumpy, you know, guy, but whatever, man.
Yeah.
He makes the best music, and it's literally like a song that's just 2 minutes and 30 seconds. It's so interesting. There's so much, and I'm almost
so much happened, but it was
considering
so
like taking up
fast.
slide lessons, like, you know, because I am already very technical, and I think I could pick it up very fast. But now when I grab when I put a slide on, I'm handicapped. I'm like, I can't do what I usually do. But there's people that use it just in a certain way. And did you hear again the slide guitar?
Absolutely, yes.
I was like, who is this guitar player, man? You know,
we need to get all of the info from all of you, so please answer all of these questions that we have. That was a lot of fun. I love the funkiness of it.
You know? And then the way he was singing, and it
was a lot of fun. Very
good.
fun. Very fun to dance to and to move around. It was just, wow, amazing. In 1974.
Now we go to 1975, Katie lied, and this is Any World, right?
That I'm welcome to.
That I'm welcome to. Okay, this is a little bit longer song, and I hope you guys are having fun as much as we are.
Yes, this is so fun. Let's go.
If I had my way, I would move to another lifetime. I'd quit my job, ride the train through the misty nighttime. I'd be ready when my feet touch ground, wherever I come down. And if the folks will have me, then they'll have me. Any world that I'm welcome to, I say. Any world that I'm welcome to, any world that I'm welcome to is better than the one I come from. I can hear your words when you speak of what you are and have seen. I can see your hand reaching out through a shining daydream, where the days and nights are not the same, captured happy in a picture frame. Honey, I will be there. Yes, I'll be there. Any world that I'm welcome to. Any world will do. Any world that I'm welcome to. Yes, I'm talking about any world. Any world that I'm welcome to is better than the one I come from. I got this thing inside me that's got to find a place to hide me. I only know I must obey this feeling I can't explain away. I think I'll go to the park, watch the children playing. Perhaps I'll find in my head what my heart is saying. A vision of a child returning, a kingdom where the sky is burning. Honey, I will be there. Yes, I'll be there. Any world that I'm welcome to. There's no lie. Any world that I'm welcome to. Yes, I'm talking about any world. Any world that I'm welcome to is better than the one I come from. Is better than the one I come from. Is better than the one I come from. Any world that I'm welcome to. There's no
That was amazing.
So, can I tell you something?
Yes.
So, everybody, I said everybody like your sister.
Anybody.
Anybody. Maybe one day you'll meet her sister, Nirvana. She's amazing. She's funny, hilarious. Also, Fernanda. Her sisters are amazing. As you've seen Stella, you haven't met Lily, but maybe one day we'll have. But okay,
That would be fun.
what I just realized is when we started listening to Steely Dan, we started with Asia and Gaucho, and then we expected more of the same.
Yeah.
And I remember the first time when we did an early albums, and we were like, well, it's okay, but it's not the same.
Which
Remember?
one was it?
I don't know, but
I think I remember that, but
I don't feel it anymore now. I get it now. I now get early Steely Dan.
And that's funny because we started off, like you said, in backwards form. So
so because I expected another Glamour Profession, I expected another Babylon Sisters, another Asia, right? Very jazz fusion, and then when we went back to like let's say Countdown, I was like, well, I mean, okay, but it doesn't sound like what I want.
Yes.
It didn't have that yacht rock, right? This is more like rock with jazz elements, but still in this infancy. But it's already so good, and now I get it though.
I can totally understand what you mean. Yeah, because I think we missed all of this, and we needed.
I mean, we started with Peg, and then people were like outraged, of course, and I understand this because well, it sounds like disco, Peg, very disco-ish, very 70s, but
to dance.
And to dance music, and then people were like, "This is Steely Dan. How dare you compare this with disco?"
Because this is not disco in any shape or form.
But Peg, when you listen to it, it's it's very Saturday Night Fever,
But that's the beauty of a first-time reaction, is that obviously it's a first introduction, and that one specifically to the band itself. So without having heard all of this,
but remember though, when we did Peg, the solo blew me away. I was like, wow, and I learned it.
Yeah, exactly.
So guys, if you want to see me play the solo, I know they're hidden in the channel. I can't even find my own solos, but there's Peg, and I did Kid Charlemagne, and so yesterday we were trying to show these solos to our friend Doug, and we were like,
we couldn't find them on the channel, but they're on a playlist called Nick on Guitar, so please check that out, because soon we'll try to find a way to make those more available.
We call them NicknLex guitar.
Something like that, so that they'll come up. But thank you all so much. Thank you, JK.
This was amazing. I'm happy that we have another 5 songs that we just discovered, and one better than the other, and they're just so full of music and greatness, and thank you.
It's really, really fun to discover. So if you want to continue in our Steely Dan discovery, please consider subscribing so that you get notified when we post another Steely Dan reaction. Thank you all so much for liking, commenting, sharing your knowledge, your thoughts and experiences. Consider liking the video or disliking if you didn't enjoy it. But thank you all so much, and we hope to see you in the next one.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.